Hey, what's up, guys? Big Ounce here, and in today's story, I'm gonna tell y'all about how I almost got arrested my first time. Now, this starts when I was probably 12 in my neighborhood. Let me explain before we continue any further how the neighborhood is set up. So, there is the neighborhood itself, and then the very edge corner where it finally ends and it branches into like a busy street that has sidewalks up and down right next to the street. And on this corner there was a like field area where everybody would hang out, and right on like the bridging side, like one direction when you're looking down the path by the road, there's like all the way down to a 7-Eleven, and then the other way you look back there are like a bunch of small tiny shops just like littered on the side, and then at the very end there was another gas station, the Sunoco. So we took the opposite path from the 7-Eleven, like going that way, because there was a pizza shop that we liked that we were going to, a jewelry store, and then like a swim equipment place for some reason. And I remember on the edge of that jewelry store, there was a bike locked up, like on the bike lock things. And I remember me and my friend were cutting through the field that's on the, like right next to that jewelry store. And as we're walking through, he somehow manages to convince me to go over to where that bike is, break the lock off, and then steal the bike. So we go over there. I said yes. I don't know why. But I remember we go over there, get the bike, and try to like, we break it out. Somehow nobody caught us breaking it out. That must have been really loud. But we break it out of the lot. We take it, and we ride not that far, and then we were like, holy shit, this bike is ass. So we try to ditch it in the field that's right next to the jewelry store in one of the bushes, and then we just walk away and like keep going with our day. I remember later on in that day, me and my dad were walking probably to go to the store or something, because there's a store in the neighborhood too. It was a pretty good neighborhood, to be honest. But we were walking to go to the store, and we were walking past that shop. And the person's bike, who it was, which is apparently like the owner's son or whatever the fuck, he stops us, and he's like, holy shit, one of the retards who stole the bike is right here, and it's the main motherfucker. And so he stops my dad, tells my dad what happened. So we talk a bit. Apparently his dad was in the shop, and he called the cops when he saw us. So the cops got there, they detained me against the wall, and my dad was standing up with like the cop in the middle and the dude on the other side. And then I remember just sitting there and hearing the cops say, so what, you want to press charges? And my dad was like looking at the guy because he was silent thinking about it. But I got so lucky because I remember him going, no, I know the kid. I understand. I've done some dumb stuff too. I don't want to press charges, but I just want to talk to him real quick. So I remember he was talking and he was like, hey, you can't be like stealing bikes, dummy. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, come on, get it through your skull. Where's my bike? If it's over there and fine, you're fine. And so we get his bike, and then we take it back to like the pawn shop or the fucking jewelry store or whatever. And then we just forget about it. Like nothing came of it. I was really surprised. I guess I'm lucky when that comes to that. I'm lucky it was a neighbor, and like I didn't go to like a neighborhood where nobody knew me. Because if that motherfucker hadn't seen me walking around beforehand and like knew that I lived there, I probably would have been really screwed. But then again, it might have just been on him, because like he wasn't the smartest. I remember he would like try to hit on like the wives of the people in the neighborhood for some reason. Like that was a common thing with a lot of neighbors. That was really fucking weird. But then I was like, oh, so I could just go home. He was like, yeah, no, well, I mean, he's not pressing charges, so, like, you don't have to be detained. So I remember me and my dad getting up and forgetting about the grocery store, because, like, this was a lot more important. Getting home, and I remember I got in so much fucking trouble. You know, I probably should have, because it makes sense, but I got in so much trouble. But anyway, that's the end of the story, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to follow, you know, all the basic bullshit, you know, like, subscribe, blah, 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 fucking who cares. And, yeah, I'm sorry for getting this out a little late. I'll talk to y'all next weekend. Got you. All right, peace.